Hello, beautiful humans. I hope that you're having a really great morning. Hold on one second. Okay. I wanted to pop on and talk about a poem that I heard recently. And I'm going to paraphrase the poem for you. And at some point I'll try and figure out exactly where it is that I saw the poem and tag the creator, if I can find the original creator, if the poem that I was listening to was not the actual creator of it, because it's a really, really beautiful poem. And after I talk about the poem, I'm going to talk about why it was so profound for me in the space that I am right now. Hold on just one second. So the poem is about a river, and the river is moving down the mountains and through the country towns and past the people, and has a really beautiful experience of being a river. And as it moves along its journey of being a river, it gets close to the ocean, and all sorts of fear begins to bubble up. And it starts to wonder if it can go back and start all over again at the top of the mountain and get to experience coming down the countryside and the little towns and the people and the places. But that's not how life works, and that's not how energy works. The river can never go back and experience what it has experienced again. It won't be the same, and we can't rewind. And so as it gets close to the ocean, fear begins to bubble up inside of the river. And it begins to wonder if it is going to lose itself in the ocean. And it will never know, as the river, what that will be like to step into the ocean. But it fears that it will lose itself in the experience, and it will no longer be the river. And the only way that that fear is going to go away is when it actually enters the ocean. And so it takes this deep breath and it enters the ocean, only to realize that it can't lose itself in the ocean because it's becoming the whole ocean. And that poem for me is so profound. And I can wonder why I didn't hear it earlier, but I already know the answer to that. I wasn't in a place to fully receive the medicine of that poem before the exact moment that it found me. And I think it is so representative of personal development and why we do it. And the reason that I received that poem in the exact moment that I received that poem is because I was finally actually ready to receive the magnitude and the medicine and the power that that poem had to offer me. And if it had met me earlier, if I had heard that poem earlier, I wouldn't have fully understood it, which is why the universe, God, Source, Divine, Mother Nature didn't give me that poem earlier. And I think so often in life, we are the river And we are so attached to being the river. And we have so much fear that when we reach the ocean, we will lose ourselves. We will lose ourselves in the ocean. And what we are missing is that we are the ocean. We are the whole ocean. And it's about becoming the whole ocean. All of it. And understanding that you are the ocean. You always have been. You always will be. You will always be the whole ocean. You just don't understand it when you're a river. And there's a moment for each of us where we are at the edge of the ocean. And we're worried about losing ourselves in the ocean. And it can't happen because we are the whole ocean. We are it. We are the ocean. This human experience is about you. There is no other you. This entire human experience is about you. And other people are having their experience about them. And figuring out how to become the ocean. And recognize that even as the river, we were still the ocean. We were merely an expression of the ocean. And as we begin to really understand that we are the ocean, we are all of it. And we feel that level of empowerment and the magnitude and the depth of the ocean, we really begin to understand this human experience. And that is a bit of where I am right now in life. Good morning, good morning, good morning. You pop in, say hi to me. I am in a really beautiful spot in life. And I recognize authenticity on a very, very different level, in a way that I've never understood authenticity before, in a way that I've never understood the human experience before, in a way that I've never understood energy and my energy body, and the way that I hold and carry my energy, and how to be the energy that I want to be. But I get it. I get it now. And you guys are going to see a very different expression of me as I move through this process. And if you're inside of all of me or sacred frequency, you are already getting to experience some of this different expression of me. But it's important to me to share this expression of me publicly as well. I think that there is so much medicine in being exactly who we are, unapologetic about who we are. And this is who I am. And for those of you who are in all of me and sacred frequency, this is where we're going. We are going to understand that we are the whole ocean. That this is the human experience, is recognizing that you are the entirety of the ocean. You always have been. You always will be. You are right now. And so frequently, we think that we are the river because that's all we've known. That's all we knew how to hold. That's all we knew how to be. That's all we knew how to embody. And that's not wrong or bad. It's just a part of the process. It's a part of the journey. We are all a river before we understand that we're the ocean. And it's not ever that we're going to lose ourselves in the ocean. We are the entirety of the ocean. We are the river. We are the ocean. We are the streams. We are everything in between. This human experience is merely about us. There is no other you. There never will be. There can't be another you. Even if you were to come back and reincarnate exactly as yourself, you can't be this expression of you. You won't have had these exact experiences that formed the you who you are today. And there's a reason that you were made uniquely as you were. You are medicine for the world. You are medicine for the earth. You are medicine for the universe. You are medicine for God. You are medicine. You are medicine. The uniqueness of who you are, the authentic expression of you is medicine. And when you can stand in the medicine of who you are, other people get to experience your medicine. And when they stand in the medicine of who they are, the authentic, unique expression of them, not who they think they should be, not who they've been told they should be, but the actual expression of them. God, Mother Nature, the universe, source, divine, I don't care what you say, for me they're the same thing, made you this exact expression of you for a reason. It wasn't a mistake. It wasn't a mistake. And so when you stand really solidly in who you are, and you're unapologetic about it, and you own it, in whatever that looks like for you, then we all get to experience the medicine of each other. I am the only one who is me. There is no other human walking this earth who can be me, who can ever be me, who will ever be me. Just like there is no other human who is you, who can be you, who will ever be you. There is a uniqueness to you that no one else can possibly ever embody. You are it. You are the one. You are the one who came to have this human experience as this expression. There is no one else like you. You and I could stand and say the same thing and it will feel different because we are different humans, because we've had different lived experiences. Even if we are talking about the same topic, you will experience me differently than I will experience you. And I will experience you differently than you will experience me, even if we are saying the same thing. It's at a different frequency. Not bad or good, it just is. There's a uniqueness to the way that I was created, just like there's a uniqueness to the way that you were created. You are the only one. You are the one. You are the one and only you, just like I am the one and only me. And I am the one and only human who can decide to actually be me, to actually embody me, to be unafraid of the uniqueness of who I am. And when I do that work, I recognize that I'm the whole ocean. I'm the whole ocean. And I get to experience the magnitude, the empowerment, the love, the beauty of being the ocean, because I am the only ocean, just like you are the only ocean. And when you stand in your ocean and I stand in my ocean, I get to experience the medicine of your ocean. And I want to experience the medicine of your ocean. And you may or may not want to experience the medicine of my ocean, but I do. I want to have the experience of living so deeply in who I am and the uniqueness of the way that I see the world and the human experience and the uniqueness of how I see myself and I see you. I want to experience that. It's my birthright. I get to. Because I was the only one who was made like this, and I can't know what it's going to be like until I enter the ocean, until I fully embody the authentic frequency of who I am. And you won't get to know what it's like to be you until you decide to experience the fullness, the wholeness, the magnitude, the depth of you. And there is nothing more beautiful in this human experience than getting to experience that. That is what we're here for. God, the universe, Mother Nature, divine, made us this unique frequency. made us this unique expression of us. There's no one else. It is you, just like it is me. I am the one. I am the one and only. This. Just like you are the one and only that. And there's so much beauty in being the one and only. And I have realized that as I have moved through this human experience, there are so many ways that I have self-protected because I was afraid of being the one and only this. But when I stand in it, when I am unafraid of being this, of thinking the way that I think, of seeing things the way that I see things, of growing the way that I grow, of healing the way that I heal, of loving the way that I love, of expanding the way that I expand, of having the relationship with Spirit the way that I have a relationship with Spirit, then I get to experience life. I get to experience the actual human experience. There's a really beautiful study that was done on the Spain scale of emotions. And they took humans and put them into a machine. I forget now the name of the machine. And they measured the electrical magnetic waves that came out of them. And their hypothesis was that the highest frequency that we could experience when here in the human experience would be love. And they brought people into narratives where they elicited emotions. They elicited anger, they elicited sadness, they elicited joy, they elicited love. And the researchers had this experience of witnessing that love carried a very, very high frequency. But as they did the study, they were able to see that there were these spikes of frequency, of electromagnetic waves that were 40 times higher than that of love. And so the researchers got together and explored it, and they realized that simultaneously, while experiencing these high spikes in frequency, that were in a myriad of different emotions, right? And that was the really fascinating thing about it. Someone could be in one emotion and another person could be in another emotion. So it wasn't the emotion that was driving the frequency. It was something else. And they started to realize that as the individuals experienced that spike in frequency, they were simultaneously experiencing something in the body where there were goosebumps. It was stimulating the autonomic nervous system. And so they went back and they contemplated. And it was suggested that those were authentic moments. And so they did the study again. And then they watched for authenticity. And that is the highest frequency that you can experience when here in a human body having a human experience. It's authenticity. It is 40 times higher than love. 40 times higher. You were made unique. You were made authentic. There is no one else like you. No one. And if you want to experience the max frequency that you can experience while here in a human experience, all that you need to do is be you. And as we move from being the river into recognizing that we are the ocean, we get to experience that frequency. We get to live that frequency. We get to feel that frequency. When God made you, when the universe made you, when Mother Nature made you, when Divine made you, when Source made you, you were made at a unique frequency. There's no one else like you. No one. No one can ever be you. No one will ever be you. No one is you. You are it. You are the one. You are the one who was made in this frequency. That is it. There will never, in the history of forever, be another you. There can't be. It's impossible. And so when you embody it fully, when you are unafraid of the authentic, unique way that you were made, you get to experience 40 times higher frequency than love. You are just energy, just like I am just energy. That is it. And when we are the energy of how we were created, whatever that creator is for you, whether it's your higher being, whether it's God, whether it's the universe, whether it's Mother Nature, whatever it is for you, when you were created, it was not a mistake. It's not a mistake. You're the one and only you. That's it. That's it, baby. It's you. And you get to experience yourself. And God, I hope that we get to experience you, just like I hope you get to experience me. And I am getting closer and closer and closer to that. And I hope that you are getting closer and closer and closer to that. There's so much programming that tells us who we should be. And there's so much trauma that we hold in our nervous system and in our energy body and in our physical body. And when we do the work to let that go, we are able to experience the magnitude of who we are. And so I wanted to pop on and talk about that for a moment. And if this is something that felt helpful for you, and you think that someone else in your reality needs to hear this message, then feel free to share it with them, either sharing this video or sharing it in your own words, because there's beauty in both. Mwah.